Madam Chairman, if you want to call the meeting to order and establish the quorum.
Okay, so it's 2 o'clock, 2:02, and we'll go ahead and call this regular meeting first, right?
Okay, you call to order and roll call for it. We first start off in a public session, so I don't know if the board wants to do roll call or pledge of allegiance or wait until the regular meeting.
Yeah.
Wait till the regular meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Madam Chair, for the record, I provide a copy to the court reporter. We have placed a notice of this attorney-client closed door session in the Fort Myers News Press and was published on September 26, 2023. And the purpose of it is to have an attorney-client session concerning the pending litigation. And Madam Chair, what I provided is, if you could read as to the commencement of the session, which commences in a public setting.
Okay, so commencing of session by the chair. At this time, we're going to commence an attorney-client session between the Board of Supervisors of Gateway Services Community Development District, the district, and our attorneys. This session will be closed to the members of the public under section 286.0118 of the Sunshine Law. A governmental body may meet in private with its chief executive officers and his attorney to discuss certain matters relating to pending litigation. The subject matter of an attorney-client session shall be confined to the settlement negotiations or strategy sessions related to litigation expenditures concerning pending litigation to which the district is presently a party or before a court. Style Gateway Services Community Development District versus Borderline Inc., DBA, Borderline Waterworks, case number 22CA000466, pending in the circuit court and for the 20th Judicial Circuit, Lee County, Florida. The session will be recorded by a certified court reporter who is directed to record the times of the comments and the termination of the session and the names of all persons speaking and all the discussions and proceedings. Upon the conclusion of this litigation, a transcript of the session will be made part of the public record. An estimated length of the session is approximately 1 hour, but may be terminated early or exceeded longer. The following persons will attend the closed session: Supervisor Doug, Bob, Carol, Ed, Flavia, and Chelsea Riley, District Manager, as the District's Chief Administrative and Executive Officer. District Counsel Anthony Pires and Lenore Bradfield. And the court reporter. Let the record reflect, pursuant to the requirements of the Sunshine Law, notice has been given of the date and time of today's closed section, as well as the names and participants as evidenced by a copy of the notice published on the September 26, 2023 in the Fort Myers News Press. And the time now is 2:05.
Madam Chair and board members, before we begin, I'll just make sure the door is closed.
Want me to turn off
And
everything?
also, if you can turn off any and all electronic devices.
Okay.
Madam Chair, if you can read section 5.
All right. The closed attorney-client session has been terminated and the open session has resumed. A sealed transcript of this session will be submitted to the secretary clerk with a reasonable time and will be made part of the public record upon conclusion of the litigation.
Madam Chair, we'd like to, and Lenore, please jump in if I need to say something else. We'd like to ask the board to adopt a motion and approve the staff and the mediation team finalizing a settlement agreement on the terms that were discussed generally and bringing it back to the October 19th, 2023 board meeting or any other meeting immediately thereafter.
So moved.
Beat me to it. I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, that would be for approval, and one other discussion point, between now and then, the other parties may request that Mr. Tinkle, as the designated representative, sign it, and in that instance, it would be, as always, in those instances, subject to the approval by the board at the public meeting. And that's how we had couched it to everybody in advance of the mediation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right, do we want to do a recess until 3 then?
It's an adjournment on this.
Or is it an adjournment?
I move to adjourn.
All
Thank
right,
you.
so moved.
Second.